You know what? As a thanks, Nadia will pay for a round to our little group here at the tavern.
We'll certainly take it. And
We don't have a big enough table, but we can sit and laugh a little.
We can get a big enough table.
How much money for a round? It's not that much, if I remember.
I mean, silver will get you more than you need.
Yeah, silver will
One
probably
silver?
cover the night.
Yep.
A silver is a lot
Yeah.
of drinks.
A silver will cover the night for everybody.
Yes. Iden, the Grand Master Healer.
Tomorrow, the opening ceremony is to take place.
Yeah. And then it's
We-
archery.
We lost a man, though. We're one man short.
Yeah, we've got 2 days to get an extra man. The
None of you will do
grand
it well.
melee's not until the third day.
Let's see here. It actually might be further than that. Much further than that.
Really?
For the melee.
Oh, okay.
Just to sign up, generally.
Well, Nadia will approach Sir Kennedy and going to ask if they know of an extra guy, because Sir Joris is incapable to join.
Could ask, did the, what was his name? Lugus, his brother, wasn't he a fighter?
Yeah.
We could ask him.
He's only in the joust. He doesn't seem to want to do the melee. He says it's for
okay.
peasant people.
Oh,
Does
Well.
does
he's very haughty.
Sir Kennedy or
He's already got a team.
no? Well, do they know anyone else who can join our team?
No, not particularly. He's not well known in the city. He'll go out and look for this lady who hasn't shown up today. She seems to be missing. It seems to remind Orton of something, and says that there's a building in a few steps back here he would like to visit. So sort of hurries after the guy.
We can find someone. If not, Anno can go out.
On his way out, he might run into Anomander coming back with a saddle. Grunting as he puts it in the...
You deal with your saddle
stable.
rush.
He seems to move towards the brothel.
Where are you two going?
Tavern.
To the tavern.
Where are
You
you
go
going?
inside.
Could you relax? We're going inside.
There's a brothel.
No,
Are you saying we're not allowed in the tavern?
I'm sitting on my chair.
Can I just double check? Health regens like after combat?
It resets after a rest after battle. Any rest.
It's not health. It's more like your
Yeah.
energy and like
Yeah,
how focused
it's a
you are.
combination. It says it's like a combination of like your energy and like just small little like scraps, scrapes and bruises.
As combat goes on, you begin to make mistakes.
You
Yeah.
really have the most terrible head hair in the world.
He does.
It's sweat all in there.
I mean,
Anomander-
at least he has head.
Hey, Anomander pokes him with the cane. I'll tell you, I had a luscious head of hair back in the day.
I'm sure you did. Old man.
We
I
have
will have gone to sleep early today
I
because
don't like the tone of your voice, young fox. Squints at him. In
How
the
about just be
bar,
happy the fact we got rid of one rampant fox?
in the bar, he will look to see that no one is close to them to listen in.
Well, it looked pretty empty.
And then he will lean in, lower his voice, and whisper so only they around the table can hear. Yesterday night I found a strange package outside my door upstairs. Inside was quite the fancy dagger made of dragon bone, and within its hilt was contained a clear liquid that I am fairly certain is a poison. With it was a letter to tell me to take good care of this dagger. He describes, in low tones the seal, and asks if anyone recognizes it.
In the letter it says, "Take care of my little bird."
Yes,
Are you sure it's not the little boy?
there was a sparrow on the seal. I would assume it means the dagger. The boy is a nobody. He is.
He could be a spy for some.
Yes, he could. Which is why I keep him locked in my room all the time.
And Grozy, do any of us recognise the seal?
Do we recognize it?
roll your checks.
Is it status?
Status?
Heraldry.
Oh, that. What?
Hey!
Doesn't look like a seal you know of.
What? Did you look at my roll?
Yeah. You don't know what noble seal that would be.
It's not a noble steel?
Or you don't know it. One of the two.
I rolled really good.
You don't know it.
3 times critical.
The critical only matters in combat.
That's
Still 22.
oh. Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry, Uncle. I don't know it. But I have a feeling we all know that there are a lot of spies in King's Landing.
Yes, which is why I have got rid of the dagger.
In what way?
It would make sense that it is a crime weapon.
Yes,
Or stone.
that is indeed what I believe.
If nothing else, possibly with the guards searching us on the way in, maybe a way to frame us on the way out.
He shrugs. I don't like it. I don't like getting such pricely gifts containing poison delivered to my doorstep.
From anomalous sources.
What are you going to do about the boy?
I will keep him locked into the room for now. When we leave, we can handle it. For now, we should concentrate on the melee and the tournament.
Who moved my token?
Sorry, mine glitched out.
Arwin glitched out.
You know, once again, don't mention this to anyone.
Of course.
Mention what?
Good.
Also, Uncle. I'm pregnant, and Arwin is the father.
Harkus, slay Arwin.
Come on now. No point making a mess over the table.
He's dead.
And there's the mess.
No.
I'll take a wound.
I was kidding. I was kidding, Uncle.
That'd be a critical, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, before you could even hit him, she would make sure that you know it's a joke.
I wouldn't do that.
I gotta kill the.
You wouldn't want to hurt me. I'm so innocent looking. Bluff.
He's so cute.
Where's my bluff check? Bluff.
You give him that face, and he gives you those eyes. But I'm so cute.
I'm ever so cute.
Wink.
What have I ever done wrong, Anomander?
Anyway.
Other than stealing your cane letters.
That's the only way to become a man. Everyone knows that. I bet Harkus has stolen it at some point.
Cane? No.
Probably wouldn't get away
That's a
with that.
whipping offence.
Well, if you
We
don't
can get away with
steal
it.
If you
I don't think
don't
Harkus.
steal it, you're
Stealing
not.
from your lord is a hand.
Yeah, that's hand.
You're
People
not
get
making
sent
it
to the
Because you're
wall for less.
Nobility.
Luckily, we're higher rank.
You never became a real man.
People get sent to the wall for that shit.
It's a noble. Yeah. It's noble to be sent to the wall. It's a noble order.
Not gonna do it just to grab a cane. Bah.
I still like the idea of a Valerian steel sword cane.
It's not Valerian steel. It's just a.
I like
cane.
the idea though.
I like the fact that we have stolen so many times and we never noticed that there's a dagger inside.
You know, neither of us have that high of an awareness, I don't think.
No. It's a woo! Let's use it as a sword.
Suddenly a dagger popped up while we were playing. It's like, wait, what?
So, So what did you want to sign up for then?
Jousting.
Jousting and grand melee.
Yeah, grab me.
And then you know, the other kind of convinced me I should try archery.
Try the archery, why not?
Gonna go interesting.
Come on, little fox, you can do it.
Aiden's squire signing up for archery.
Why not?
Now, else are you gonna become anything else but a squire? I don't know how would you would anyway by doing archery, but still.
Sure.
Little fox.
Well then. The
And
next morning, it is the sort of opening ceremony.
Anomander will look at you and say, "Good luck now, my lord. And do be safe."
We still need an extra man. Oh wait, we have
Not
lots
Manaki
of
isn't
time.
today.
Never mind.
We have time.
Is it jousting today?
No, today's the opening ceremony.
Oh, wait, when am I gonna joust?
I think
Sure,
archery's
ceremony.
first.
Tomorrow at noon.
Oh, okay. Just gotta wait.
Look at her face. She says,
And then there's basically a round a day.
"Fine, let's go
All
to a
things coming in.
ceremony."
Sure.
I was supposed to have a phoenix helmet.
Well,
Instead, I became
everyone's,
father.
Very fancy out on the tourney grounds.
Yeah, I don't look as fancy.
Everyone's gathered up. There's sort of lots of spectators and ladies, and the king on his high seat sitting there, as knights from all over the kingdoms. Mostly the ones that are not too far off. Not a lot of Dornishmen, not a lot of Norsemen. They didn't really have time to come here.
No, they don't really care much either.
Coming
As,
down from the north takes a long ass time.
As they ride, sort of basically a house at a time with their banner raised in rows.
Is Uncle not gonna join us at the tourney?
Oh, Uncle is gonna join you. Don't you worry.
Ride with you on your horses. As people cheer. As you ride, someone in the faceless crowd screamed, "Peasant killers and butchers!"
Fish posh.
Let's just carry on.
Well, we
That's fine.
pretend we don't know what they're talking about.
I
Maybe
heard
it's not
nothing.
even us.
I heard
We
nothing.
didn't hear anything.
No, we didn't hear shit.
You also see right a bit forward before you is the Dennett household.
Oh.
Oh.
Right distance behind you is the Locust one. They have a lot of people in the Locust one. Tons of probably cousins and whatnot. They are known for having a lot of men. They're placed. It's basically just household knights because they have nothing really to do.
My 15th cousin.
Ew.
There's your present your arms. King seems bored, although he does seem more interested than he would take usually. Well, he's known for enjoying these sorts of things. The Queen's smiling at you, dangerously,
Is he
looking at
drunk?
everyone.
Damn Cersei.
No, he's not. He's a king. Glorious king.
Fucking Cersei.
In the evening, there's the welcoming feast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And assuming you all go to that as well.
Yeah. Am I gonna have to fight for the honor of our house, eh?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully
Oh.
not, but...
That is a party.
Look at that kid! He's like, oh god!
That's Arwin carrying
It's gonna
all the
kill
white
me.
carcass.
I'm nobility.
Yes. Yes, there's servant people.
Oh god, the wine
Lots,
is too heavy.
lots of servant people. And generally, you get, after the quite long and maybe even a little bit tedious presenting of arms and stands, and everyone sees each other's banners and whatnot. Quite a lot of important people. The Tyrells are certainly here. Many others have shown up. Even though it's not the strongest, it's not the largest tournament, but many people enjoy these sorts of things, and certainly the High Lords don't really need the money anyway. As it is, of course, many hopefuls, people who don't really hope to win, but simply to make an impression. Yeah. As you can certainly sit down to the feast. Or mingle a little bit beforehand if there's anyone you want to particularly talk to.
Not any that we're not allowed to fight.
People have shining armor and beautiful clothes, and ladies in long gowns, and
Yeah, sure, Nadia will mingle.
Oh, we'll mingle, but I mean, I don't think there's anybody
Well, it's,
of
it's,
note.
Well, let's see.
think it's expected of
There is
her.
no one of note.
No one
It's like
that
everyone
we...
of note.
Yeah, but there's nobody
Pretty
that
much.
we can... that we
I mean,
really
unless you want to speak to House Dannett.
That's the thing.
I'm
But
thinking.
if we speak to Adam Dannett, we're gonna want to kill him.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, we're not really sure if he is actually trying to set us up or if someone is playing both of us. We don't know
Okay.
that yet.
Is it from House Dannett? Who's here? Is it just Adam Dannett, or is it his father Alfred
They
Dannett?
have a large contingency. His father is not here.
Okay.
No. He also seems to be here with like some sort of merchant, like a big sort of round man who seems to only be here because he's part of the contingency, and who's sort of looking around attentively. He seems very sort of, very round, looking forward to the food a whole lot. Then they have a lot of men at arms and such.
Out of curiosity, what is House Dannett's sigil?
It's a cup, isn't it?
No, that is how it looks. It is a pomegranate with like an arrow through it.
Okay, I'm just gonna mark it now.
Because they're known for their sour and sort of bitter fruits.
The only thing that can grow up in on the high heels.
Yeah.
There.
You're seated sort of close to the Logos house.
Okay.
And it seems that a certain member of that family is kind of annoyed at looking at you.
They're annoyed at us.
Well, one of them.
Which one?
Who?
One person.
Yeah.
Which one? Becomes the question.
Who really?
Why
It's
are
of
they
course
annoyed? Why?
brother,
Oh, the older brother.
sourly.
Ah.
Perhaps he's heard that you're fraternized with the young brother, and Orton certainly doesn't really hide the fact that he's sort of a comrade in arms. As he,
No.
he is close to you. Make sure to praise your chances in the joust and the melee both.
Yeah.
Have we heard from the maesters about our friend?
I don't think he'll be getting back up on his feet for
No, well,
a while.
No, but have we heard from them?
Probably gonna live. We're gonna have
That's,
some
I don't suppose it is possible to
at your
to speak to the Baratheons.
no. Approaching the king, you would know, would not be proper for
No.
your status.
So.
He sits at the high seat talking to the Tyrells mostly.
I bet you have to be
Very
like
good, but
eight
you
or
know,
higher.
it's food. So
Oh, sure.
you're sort of in one of the tables further down the hall where many minor lords loot.
So we have the Lugus near us. Dennett.
They're not sitting near you; they're sitting at a different table. There are certainly others as well. There is a woman from here. Regardless, a sort of other noble people. One of them is a woman who certainly looks at you very intriguedly, sort of weighing the looks at. Clearly, she's sort of a motherly type. She's looking at Harkers and Nadia, clearly liking the look of Harkers more. She sort of whispers something to the younger woman, younger girl, perhaps even next to her. Sort of looks at Harkers with big eyes.
Ah, okay. She's looking for a suitor for her daughter.
That seems to be something people do at these kinds of things.
Yeah. So she's looking for the big warrior compared to the smaller warrior. Because she probably doesn't know our ranks right now. If she knew that Harkus was a guard for you, then she'd pick you over Harkus. Like a heartbeat.
Status means a lot.
It does.
I think she could tell by the armor and my sigil, and
Would
I guess
both.
not having a sigil.
There certainly are many courses being brought out. The first one in the Great Hall would be loaves of crusty, freshly baked bread, accompanied by crooks of butter and sort of pale yellow cheese. Salt cheese.
Is this a part where all the guests are like sitting down and like, or is people actually moving around? Here?
Mostly, yes.
Okay, so there's no
Mostly just
real.
people around you.
All right, so there's no real opportunity for us to actually walk around and talk to people.
Again, if you have someone specific in mind, you might be able to grab them before you sort of sit down.
I would like to approach Dennett.
The heir to House Dennett.
Yes.
Adam Dennett.
Walk up to the contingency. As you do, you're sort of blocked off by a couple of men-at-arms that will say that Adam doesn't feel well and he has no interest in talking to anyone.
Looks a little bit not
Please
feeling well.
respect his privacy.
Not feeling well. Well, nothing bad, I hope.
So let's just say that you should probably move along.
Does Anomander see Dennett?
He's sitting there. He doesn't seem particularly bad off.
Is it
He
possible
sort of looks towards Anomander and he sort of frowns deeply, eyes narrowing.
Anomander looks back.
He sort of breaks eyesight, talks to the people beside him.
He grunts. Well, maybe I can get an opportunity later. We'll walk back, I suppose. Well, little Lugus. We can talk to him. Maybe we can make him less upset.
He sits with some of his fellows, and he is making very dirty jokes about the length of his blade and how many he can slay with it.
Yeah.
They laugh heartily at it.
The sexual windows are going everywhere.
Oh yeah, and he's not very veiled.
Anomander will sit down next to him.
He looks at Anomander, frowns slightly, and says, "Excuse me."
Oh, didn't mean to impose. I was hoping to maybe have a word.
He looks and fellows. Oh, about what?
Well, he sort of looks around. I must again express my gratitude towards you, Sir Lugus. It was very generous of you to allow your little brother to help us. Very generous indeed. Thank you.
If he's used to anybody, I'd be surprised. You've seen him with a sword? He looks at him. On that note, you don't seem too capable yourself. Why'd your lord just send a mouse over here to speak to me? He has around sort of chuckle looking at Anomander. He sort of reaches out and sort of touches Anomander's upper arm, sort of feeling for muscles. She sits slightly. Somebody has let it go, old man.
Anomander nods and says, "Yes, alas. After all the running around in the in my younger days, my legs kind of have stopped serving me as well as they once did." He smiles.
Not only your legs.
He smiles and winks and says, I think there are a few people, your brother indeed, that can vouch that I at least have one bastard in the city. He smiles.
One. And says, why don't you go and fetch me a tankard of ale over there with the barrels, and there maybe we can talk, huh? Anomander,
his face is still his polite mask. Yeah, he waves something, with his cane to get someone to come over and plump down a barrel.
He'll make a comment to sort of slightly, just enough for him to hear about the cane and compensation.
Yes, from the man with the sword, yes. So, Anomander will try to, even though the man is clearly a complete idiot, and
He certainly doesn't seem to take an old man for anything.
No, but that is good because the old man will then start to ask some questions, basically try to pump him for information, really playing up the he's certainly an old man, and since he can't really be around and doing what all the young and powerful knights do these days, he likes to hear some stories, and maybe Sir Nathan Lugus can tell him a few stories of himself and his prowess and such. Basically,
trying to see plenty of the prowess in the tournament coming up.
Basically, basically trying to stroke his ego as well as trying to get some information out of him.
Seems to enjoy sort of doing little things, pushing, like, oh, he dropped his fork. Perhaps the old man would pick it up for him.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. No. Anomander will play the game as well. Again, he is unperturbed by this petty bullying from this guy, and will try to get on his good side a little bit, or at least get some information, like what basically.
He seems to be a man who only really respects physical prowess, strength, and he certainly doesn't seem to like his brother, whom he says is a suck-upping telltale. That always tells his father whenever something goes wrong or goes on, and always needs protection.
Sure. Protection from what, though?
Well, the cousins and such would like to take care of the main family so they could be the heirs.
Oh.
There's a lot of that going on at the moment. I even say that he himself has fought down 5 usurpers of his title.
Oh, that's very impressive.
Yeah. 3 of them at once.
Oh. That must have been some battle.
Oh, it was, but, someone with Naden's skills and strength just hammering down the ground like poles for fence.
Hmm.
But Armanda wouldn't understand any of that technical talk.
Oh, no, of course not. Armanda is just an old man. He doesn't understand anything of swordplay.
Why they even allow people like him in here is kind of baffling, really.
It's probably to being kind to the elders. Really. They don't have much time left. Why not let them have at least one more fun time in their lives before they keel over, right?
If you can't perform in the battlefield or in the bedroom, well, then maybe you should just lay down and die already.
Someone. The problem is being so old. You're like an old willow. It takes time.
So I can say that he's heard that House Trevelyan has a young daughter that is unmarried.